I have a concussion. It's not something you want to be dealing with on your own.
My name is Beck. I decided to buy 2 horses in Mongolia and go into the wild. All I want is to be alone. All of a sudden, I hear something in the distance. I'm thinking, who is this and what do they want from me? I turn around and I see 2 motorbikes rushing towards me. The last thing that I want to hear. These 2 boys and their motorbikes just keep following me. I don't want to die out here. At this point in my life, I'm kind of at a crossroad. I had just been through a pretty difficult time in a relationship that I was in. Everything about that relationship felt quite draining and quite toxic, and I just knew at one point that I needed to leave. I feel heartbroken and I'm trying to figure out what's next. And to process the heartbreak, for that, I really wanted to be alone for a while. And where better to be alone than in the least densely populated country on Earth? Mongolia is a place that feels really infinite. In a country that's half the size of India, there's only 3 million people and 5 million horses. That's Mongolia. There are infinite ways to die in the wild. You could drown in a river, you could fall off your horse and break your back. I had never gone riding horses on my own. I had never done a trek on my own. So I know nothing. I get into the cab with the local driver and he takes me all the way to my starting point. This driver kind of looks at me and he's asking, are you doing this alone? Big problem. Mongolia happens to be one of the countries in the world with the highest rates of sexual violence against women. My greatest fear is that someone might want to take advantage of the fact that I am alone out there.
And from now on, I'm all alone. Well, not quite alone, because I've got these 2 guys to keep me company.
The driver leaves, and it's just me and my 2 horses and a raging river. The first challenge is crossing the river. It's deep, I don't know how deep. The water is moving really, really fast. It's absolutely terrifying. I say, chu. Chu is the Mongolian command for horses to go. Chu. As soon as my horse approaches the raging river, he hesitates. I tell him, chu, 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 keep going. And so he does. He takes another step forward, walks into the raging river, kind of ankle deep. I feel the water rising up to my knees and the belly of the horse, and I feel that we are submerged over a meter in the river, which is quite deep. But the horses just keep going. And eventually, after what feels like an eternity, we make it to the other side of the river. And the raging waters are behind us. And I just feel this wave of relief washing over me because I know that the first challenge has been conquered.
Okay, it's been about 3 hours of riding. The boys are doing well. They're being a bit stubborn from time to time, especially the pack horse. Just tends to stop and rip the reins out of my hand. But otherwise, it's pretty amazing.
This is my very first night camping alone, completely on my own. It's been a very, very long and eventful day. I don't even have time or energy to think about my fears of camping alone.
Day 1 is over, and this is the view.
There is that rhythm that you get into when you're out in wild places where you don't have to worry about people around you. Buildings, busyness and speed and intensity. It's really empowering to just be out there and have all this joy to yourself and not even have to think about sharing it with anyone else. I just want to be there, be myself, be free, be happy, be screaming and singing and dancing on my own and have it all to myself.
Yeah, it's hard to describe this feeling. You're just walking along this beautiful meadow, flowers and you're looking over this incredible vista, and I just feel so at peace.
So it feels like I'm in this beautiful little paradise. Everything is calm and everything is quiet. And being out there alone honestly feels like I could be the only person in the world. And then all of a sudden, I hear something kind of in the distance. It's a man-made sound. It seems to get closer. The buzzing of a motorbike engine. It's the last thing that I want to hear. I turn around and I see two motorbikes rushing towards me. And at this point, I'm thinking, who is this? And what do they want from me? So as these guys are riding up on their motorbikes, my horses start bucking. I'm trying to calm my horses down as these two boys and their motorbikes just keep following me. And I'm kind of wondering to myself, is this what everybody had been warning me about? Are these boys trouble? I don't know who they are, and I don't know what they're doing here, and I don't know what they want from me. What do I do? How do I best protect myself? So I start screaming at them in English. You just spooked my horses. Did you realize what you've done? Get away from me. And suddenly there's silence in the air and the kind of tension that you could cut through with a knife. The boys look at me, confused and astounded. And in English, one of them whispers, "I'm sorry." They turn around and they leave. And I'm all alone again. It worked. I have this growing sense of confidence in my own abilities and my own power. With every passing day, I feel like I can do more.
How idyllic is this, guys? How idyllic is this?
There's no noise and no roads and no cities anywhere between me and the end of the earth. From that moment onwards, I made a promise to myself. I want to rewild my life. I want to be a wild creature. I find myself on a little dirt trail. Everything feels very calm and very normal. And then all of a sudden, my horse bucks. I'm trying to hold on, but I really feel him wanting to throw me off, and he is really kicking, and I know that I will not be able to stay on top. And the next thing I know, I hit the ground. I feel like I am hurt. A few seconds pass where I feel like I am losing consciousness. I don't really know what's going on, but I don't feel 100% there. Have I actually fainted and then woken up again? I didn't know how badly I was hurt.
I just had a pretty bad fall. You can see that eyebrow is pretty messed up. Not only that, my shoulder and my hip are in quite significant pain as well.
What do I do next? The voice of the ego kicks in. You're not done yet. You haven't finished your adventure. You haven't reached your goal. But I start to feel dizzy. I feel a headache coming on. I start to realize that this is a little bit more serious than I thought. But I know that if I stay out here on my own, I simply don't know what will happen. I don't want to die out here.
As much as it really pains me to say this, I think this is it. I think I have to stop.
It's game over. I have to call it off.
I feel like I have a concussion, which is probably not something you want to be dealing with on your own.
In the moment, to make that decision feels almost impossible. And I'm kind of stuck in this place where I feel like I failed.
I don't think I dare get back on the horse. But it does feel a bit shitty, like giving up.
I didn't ever need to be out on that trail for another week or two in order for that journey to be completely and absolutely transformative to my entire life. It was about those moments of feeling completely wild and free. I had never been in a situation where I had to be this self-reliant. I am actually quite powerful. I am resilient and I'm strong. Maybe I don't need anyone else. Maybe all I need is the belief that I am a part of a beautiful wild world that also somehow wants me to keep going. Maybe all you need to do is chew. Just go for it. Keep going. Chew, chew, chew. Go, go, go.